I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to...
Smokin' Joe Frazier. Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the...
Welcome inside this unique environment. There's the bell to start the round. That hook won't score. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest. The uppercut would probably come in handy.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. That one will count. Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Nice counter. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Jab does not score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punching. They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
They exchange punches. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. Very close round with 10. We may see an early stoppage here.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
Nice counter. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it, kitchen sink.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to... Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Good counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Both men step back for just a moment. And shoot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in...
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Perfect counter shot. The referee really thinking about stopping it.
These days, where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's a 5.
And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch?
It's a good start to the round for this guy. So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make. What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Offense all the time. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Perfect counter shot. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be. This could be the end.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
Back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That hook just can't find the target. Good counter punching. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Mark, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
He threw a punt and now going for the finish.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look it up.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Those counter punches have to hurt. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice counter shot. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
We've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, but does not score. There's a counter shot. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for.
Beautiful, sneaky shot.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a gnat's here away from getting stopped.
Nice counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters are unbelievable middleweight.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. I'd like to see more jabs. Caution being thrown to the wind. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always come. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Hook misses. Just misses with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Nice counter shot. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they...
Frazier is in trouble again.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He wasn't ready for that counter punch. What a nightmare scenario!
He is absolutely...
Got the advantage halfway through the round. Back up on his feet, and now he's ready to engage again.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy. Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Jab doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook won't score. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.